So I've been getting a lot of questions on yoga for runners. My family's all very big runners. We run long distances, and as you know, that can cause wreckage to the whole lower half of our bodies. So everything is connected. If you're feeling hip pain, it's connected to the knee, it's connected to the ankle, and the way that we run and the form that we run is very important, as is the stretching before and after our runs. So what I've designed is a little 15-minute pre-run. It's more dynamic stretching, warming the body up for a nice long run, or a quick one if you'd like, and then a little post flow. Can be as long as you like. It's more restorative, but about 10 to 15 minutes as well. And that one is a lot slower, all laying down, things you can do on the floor of your room, in your bed, what have you, just after a run to take care of all of our joints, our ligaments, make sure that everything is functioning properly, especially for the beating that it does take during your running. So what you'll need, obviously, on that, if you have a strap, that's great. If not, a towel is fine. And let's do this.
So, coming to the top of your mat, feet about hips width distance, hands at heart center, closing your eyes, and just setting your intention for your practice. Thanking yourself for showing up today, for going on this run, and for taking care of your body. Deep inhale and exhale. When you're ready, inhale your arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the waist, back straight, lowering yourself slowly to your thighs, your shins, or bringing your hands all the way down to the floor. Taking a deep bend in your knees, trying to get your stomach pressed flat to the tops of those thighs. Grabbing opposite elbows for ragdoll, shaking it out right to left. Keeping a nice deep bend in the knees, keeping your shoulders away from your ears, your neck is relaxed. And then switching grips and bouncing up and down as you exhale, really compressing that stomach to the tops of the thighs, getting really active in our breathing here. Taking a deep bend in the knees and maybe straightening out the right leg, switching over to the left side, feeling into the backs of those legs, feeling all that connectedness, everything that we're about to stretch out, get prepared for our run. And when you're ready, you're going to take a deep inhale and release your arms, sweeping them all the way up to the sky, standing up. Exhale, release to mountain pose. So we're going to do some quick dynamic flows to get you ready. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Right leg comes up for crane pose. Flex that right foot. Exhale, cross that right ankle over the left knee, taking a bend like you're sitting in a chair for figure four. Sweeping those arms behind you, step back for a high lunge. Inhale your arms high to the sky. Slight bend in the back knee for crescent lunge. And then you're going to sweep those arms behind you. Again, arrowhead. Our leg comes forward for figure four. Once more. And then up for crane, releasing down to mountain pose. So now we're going to do that on the left-hand side. Inhale your arms up. That left leg comes up at a 90-degree angle, crossing the left ankle over the right knee, sitting into your chair. Stepping back, our arms sweep back behind us. High lunge here. Exhale, our arms come all the way up for crescent lunge. We inhale to sweep them back behind us again. And exhale, step forward into our figure four. The arms come up, the ankle crosses over the knee. Inhale up for crane, get that knee really high, and exhale down for mountain pose. One breath, one movement. Inhale up for crane. Exhale, right ankle over the left knee, figure four. Inhale, come back, arrowhead lunge. Exhale, sweeping the arms up for crescent. On the inhale, sweeping the airplane arms back for arrowhead lunge. Coming forward, crossing our ankle over our knee. Inhale up to crane. Exhale, release mountain pose. On the left-hand side, inhale, we come up for crane. Exhale, crossing that ankle over the knee, sitting deep, finding your balance, sweeping back into arrowhead lunge. bringing the arms forward on your exhale. The arms go back, airplane on the inhale. Exhale, come forward, figure four, find that balance, sit deep, and then inhale up to crane. Exhale, release 2 more times. Inhale, come up to crane, crossing that right ankle over the left knee, stepping back. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, they sweep back for arrow. Crossing that ankle over knee, figure four. Inhale, crane. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sitting deep. Inhale, find your balance in that high lunge. Exhale, sweep your arms forward, gaze follows. Inhale, gaze down at your toe as you sweep your arms back. Exhale, coming to figure four. Inhale, all the way up to crane. Exhale, release. Last time, inhale that right leg high. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, step back, high lunge. Exhale, sweep the arms up. Inhale, back down to airplane. Exhale, crossing over, figure four. Inhale, crane pose. Exhale, release, left side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, squat deep. Inhale, back to arrowhead lunge. Exhale, crescent arms. Airplane arms on the inhale. Exhale, cross that foot over the knee. Inhale, high knee. Exhale, release. Feel all that heat in those legs, that tingling. Hopefully you were able to accomplish that. And then inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, stepping back into downward facing dog. Shoulders away from the ears, fingers spread wide. Inhale, that right leg comes up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Bringing it back down, switching sides, taking a bend at the knee, trying to touch that toe to our head, and back to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high to the sky, sweeping it through for lunge. Coming up, and we're gonna pulse 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna shorten our stance here, straightening out those legs and flexing that front right foot, hinging at the waist, folding forward. So you can take a strap here, put it on the pad of your foot, keeping that right foot flexed and engaged. Shoulders out to the side, back straight. You can take a bend in that back knee. These are all modifications for if you can't reach the floor without a strap or if you feel a tightness behind that leg. Coming down for high lunge. We're gonna walk that arm inside our right leg for lizard here and switch. Lizard on the other side. Switch, switch, switch. So you should end on the opposite leg, coming into that high lunge on the left side. Pulse for 5. Perfect. Shortening the stance and then flexing the left foot, folding all the way forward. Arms come to the mat or they can grab your strap, flexing that left foot, taking a slight bend in the right leg if you need it. Straight back, elbows out to the side. And when you're ready, releasing that strap to the ground, coming to a left high lunge, bringing that left arm inside of the left leg, and lizard jump switches for 5. You want to end up on the opposite side. Perfect. Bringing that foot inside for high lunge, coming up and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Shortening your stance. Your heel comes down to the ground. Straight legs. Right foot is flexed. Those toes come off the ground, hinging at the waist. Come forward. So once again, trying to get that stomach on the top of that right thigh, really bending into it, keeping that right foot flexed and engaged. Now coming down high lunge, bringing that right arm inside the right leg. Switch, 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 lizard jump switch. Last one, ending on the left leg. The left arm comes outside of the left knee. We inhale up to high lunge and pulse. 4, 5, very good. And shortening our stance, straightening our legs, flexing that left foot, hinging at the waist, taking the strap or whatever it is we need, the floor, a block, maybe our shin, but just keeping that left foot flexed. taking a slight bend in the right knee if you need to, and coming down to high lunge. Our left arm comes inside the left knee, and jump switch, 3, 4, 5, ending on the right side. The right arm comes out of that right leg. Inhale, standing, pulse, 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 pulse. Shortening our stance, straightening our leg, flexing the right foot, toes come off of the ground, hinging at the waist. Focusing on our breath. I know we're moving quickly here, but deep breathing, one breath, one movement, coming down to that high lunge, bringing our right arm inside our foot, jump switch, 3, 4, 5. On the left side, left arm comes out. Inhale up to high lunge and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straightening out those legs, shortening that stance, bringing that left toes off of the floor as we hinge forward. Our back foot should be at about a 45-degree angle or whatever is comfortable for you. The main focus here is on the front leg. Coming back to high lunge, stepping back into high plank, shifting about an inch forward. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog, inverted V here or mountain pose. Just pedaling out your feet, taking a bend in one side as you try to straighten out the other leg. And then jumping to our hands, so our feet comes outside of our hands for wide-legged forward fold, hands to hips, folding at the waist. Our feet are pointed all the way forward. If we can reach the ground, then our fingers are in line with our toes on the mat. If not, then we can take our big toes, maybe if those are easier to reach, elbows pull out to the side, or if we need to, you can come up onto your shins. Whatever is comfortable, but just making sure you're hinging at the waist, nice flat back, and then inhale all the way up to standing and squat into goddess pose. We're gonna just rock back and forth, hands at heart center, feeling into those hips. And if you have the flexibility, heel toe your feet in and squat down for malasana. Inhale, come up, down. So malasana squats here or goddess squats if you don't have the flexibility for this one. Your feet are going to be turned out at about a 45-degree angle and you're really just dropping that butt low. Now in your last one, you're going to come here using your elbows, pushing your knees out to open up the hips. Our fingertips come down to the ground and we're just going to twist. So bringing that right arm up to the sky, our left arm down, our gaze is lifted. Bringing that right arm down, switching sides, opening up the chest, opening up the heart, back to center, bringing our hands to heart center, heel toeing our feet in as we come all the way up to standing. Namaste. Enjoy your run. Now, after a run or before I go to sleep, I always like to do legs on the wall. So coming really close to the wall, you're getting your butt as close as possible with your legs as straight as possible. Feet flexed. You can keep your eyes open or closed. You're just going to stay here for about 5 minutes. If you do it before bed, you can do it all the way up to 15 minutes. But especially if you're on your feet all day, this is great to do. It just rejuvenates the whole legs, just draining the blood, recirculating it all. You can also come open to a straddle position. You can put a pillow inside of the straddle for extra weight to open up your legs a little more, or you can put a pillow outside on the floor in between the floor and your outer hip, just if you have a little hip pain as you're doing this one. Keeping the feet engaged, legs engaged, and then to come out of it, bring your legs to center, pushing your body back. You're going to come into reclined butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. So the ankles, the inner feet are touching, the knees come out wide, palms open, and just relax here. So another way to come into reclined butterfly is obviously to be sitting in butterfly, coming back onto our elbows, laying all the way back onto the ground. Like I said, palms open. Now when you're ready, bringing your knees in, your ankles close to your butt. We're going to do that figure 4 again, but this time from a reclined position. So supine figure 4, crossing that right ankle over the left knee. You can leave it here if this is enough of a stretch, or clasp the hands behind the right leg and pull it towards you. Releasing that leg down to the ground and switching sides. So left ankle over the right knee, either leaving it here or intensifying the stretch, crossing the arms behind that right leg, pulling it towards you, making sure both feet are still flexed, engaging those legs, protecting those knee joints, and releasing your feet down to the ground. Grabbing your strap or your towel, whatever you have, we're going to do Supta Padangusthasana. So taking the strap to the pad of your right foot. You can either keep your left foot straight or bent, whatever is comfortable for you, but both feet are going to be flexed, both legs engaged, and just pull that right knee towards you, pull that right leg towards you. You can lift your shoulders up off the ground, pulling your elbows out to the side for a more intense stretch, or you can just leave your shoulders down, whatever is comfortable for you. Now, straightening out that left leg, if you had it bent, you're going to open up that right leg to the side. So bending your right elbow, seeing if you can rest that down on the ground as you slowly open up that leg, open up that hip. Keeping the left leg engaged, foot flexed. Using your core, you're going to pass through center and then twist that right leg down to the left side. Our right arm comes out to our right side and our gaze follows that hand. Moving back through center and switching sides. So the strap goes to the pad of the left foot and we pull it towards us. Now that can be with a bent right leg or a straight right leg, but keeping that foot flexed, that other leg engaged, keeping that right hip down on the ground, lifting your shoulders up or leaving them down, intensifying the stretch or making it easier, whatever you choose. And then opening that left leg out to the left side. You can use your right hand to keep that right hip down, keeping that right shoulder down on the mat, and just focusing on opening up that left side. Then using your core, passing through center, switching your grip, and twisting to the other side. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you can see my foot is floating. You can put a block underneath there, or you can just leave it floating, but you're really just focusing on the twist, okay? Not so much on the leg stretch there. Now, you can take the strap to both pads of your feet or just one, and you're gonna work it back and forth, flexing, pointing, flexing, pointing. This is a great way to get into the whole Achilles, depending on where our foot falls in our run. So whether it's back, middle, or front of the foot, you hit a different part of the Achilles. So this just sort of protects all of it, stretches it all out, gets into all areas. Now releasing the strap, hugging your knees to your chest, flexing those feet. Now we're going to open up for happy baby. So grabbing the outer edge of your feet, knees bent like you're trying to get those knees into your armpits here. You can rock back and forth, you can stay still, whatever is most comfortable for you, but really opening up those hips one last time. Releasing your feet down to the ground, about hips width distance, toes splayed out. Same with your arms, palms to the sky, fingers open wide, eyes closed for Shavasana. Namaste.